A good plan will help you clarify your objective. That is a huge step right there. Getting clear on what it is that you're trying to accomplish will unleash your creativity. Maxwell Maltz, David Schwartz, a lot of the motivational thinkers and observers and teachers have talked about how powerful it is just to get clear on what it is that you're about. Not, I sure would like to wander up a little bit higher on the mountain of productivity. No, that's not clear enough. I want to double my production in 3 years, or 4 years, or 3.5, whatever it is. Or I want to increase it by 1.853609 in 22,716 seconds. Whatever it is, it has a specific metric goal and a timeline associated. Getting clear on your objective as to what you're trying to accomplish is a great step. Then you can identify the resources that you will need. That's a necessary step. It may be physical material if you're trying to build a house, obviously. It's the resources, but it may be know-how. It may be skills that you don't currently possess or are not strong enough in it, but you identify the resources that you need. Then you can break down the process into reasonable steps, manageable bites. Everybody knows how to eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. This is what goes on there. Also, having a plan helps you with the second step of eating elephants that nobody talks about very much. If you're going to eat an elephant, you know, how big are bites? They're small. How big are elephants? They're big. If you will eat the elephant, you do it one bite at a time, but you have to keep eating the elephant. You don't get distracted by the lion and the tiger and the giraffe. Keep eating the elephant. Stay with the plan. And identifying the steps will help you do that. You establish a timeline. A goal without a timeline is a dream. You put a timeline on it, it becomes more of a plan. And then perhaps I think the greatest benefit of planning is it helps you, a good plan will help you establish a good mental path to your objective. A great mental path to your objective. You know what I learned in aviation, teaching it and doing it? The great aviators were not the ones, for instance, in formation flying, the great aviators were not the ones that could let the airplane drift way out of position and then make a heroic correction back into position. I mean, some of us could do that, but the great aviators were not the ones that did that. You've seen the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds do their deal down low where it looks like they're welded together. If you could see that from within the cockpit, and by the way, you can go on YouTube and Google those words and you can see video from the cockpit of that formation. What's going on is lead is the horizon and everybody else is flying off lead and they're constantly correcting, little bitty corrections, little bitty, and they catch the deviations so fast and correct back that it looks like from the outside they never moved out of position. But the truth is there is a perfect spot for them to be in. In the T-38 I flew, our helmet was across from the slab bolt and there was a line coming out of the wingtip in the star on the nacelle, and that was a triangle. That's where we were supposed to be. That was the exact spot. You were almost never there, but you were always passing through it, always correcting back, always working to be in position. If you lay a course down aviation-wise to go from here to Boston, there is a direct line that you fly. Well, actually what's going to happen, even with the magic of the electronic navigation aids we have now, you're always going to be correcting back to course. You're going to be, and the trick is to to detect the deviation early. You can't do that unless you've got the clear path laid out in your mind. That's a benefit of planning. But if you've got the clear path laid out, you detect the deviation, you don't waste much effort off course.